G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do our tips for round 13. Nice round 12 maybe. It's been pretty good so far with one to go.
Yeah, looking forward to it, mate.
Swell. Alright, we're moving to this week's North Melbourne and Hawthorn at Etihad Stadium. So the pretenders up against the contenders.
Whoa. See, I reckon it's going to be close, mate.
Ooh, does he?
I've tipped Hawthorn by 9 points, but I think this will be a close one. I really do.
Fire can cast.
Yeah, I know.
Cunnington sore. Delcino sore. Goldie's not 100%. You still reckon?
Yep.
Alright,
I do.
cool. I've gone the Hawks by 41 points. Don't rate North Melbourne 1%. Surely does.
On top of the ladder, mate.
On top of the ladder when you face all the really easy teams.
Half the comp, mate.
Yeah, when they first top 8 sides, it gets intriguing. Yeah, Hawthorn should be a bit too classy, a bit harder in the ball, and probably not as battered up as North are at the moment. And I think North is going to get a little bit of reality check with a couple of tough teams, tough travels in the next few weeks.
You think I'm a Giants fanboy? You're a North hater.
Correct. Brisbane Lions up against West Coast Eagles at the Gabba. I like a body of work, mate, like you and Damo and Gary.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying Damo, saying body of work, but yeah, up at the Gabba.
I've tipped West Coast by 42 points. Surely the Lions will show some form of response to their disgusting effort against Freo and maybe play a good quarter or two. And West Coast, you know, it's been well documented they're not the greatest travelling side in the world, so...
No, there's been better teams to travel.
But a comfortable win, surely.
Sounds good, mate. I'm calling West Coast by 27 points. I reckon Brisbane might be a bit of a show, but again, I think the Eagles will have a bit too much class and yeah, will be too dynamic up forward and either side of back 50 and forward 50. It's not very much there for the Brisbane Lions, so it'll be tough for them. And tough game here. Fremantle Port Adelaide at Domain Stadium. Dockers are back in a little bit of form, and Port Adelaide just couldn't get over the line against the Dogs.
It's tough to get a read on, isn't it? I mean, the Dockers obviously smashed Brisbane, but how bad are Brisbane? And
yes, and Essendon.
Yeah, true. And Port Adelaide, nearly defeated the Doggies, which I rate pretty highly, but they just couldn't quite get over the line. So,
yep.
I think I'll tip Port Adelaide by 7 points. Close one, because it's never easy to travel over there. It doesn't matter how poor Freo are, anything like that. And Port Adelaide are yet to really show that they're a consistent side week in, week out. They're starting to.
Yeah.
But still not fully convinced, so therefore I think it'll be a close game.
Sounds good, mate. I've gone Port Adelaide by 11 points. I think they'll just be able to outrun the Dockers and be a little bit more attacking and be able to get the job done there. Got some good weapons up forward. Dockers in some great form, and I nearly went to tip them, and I didn't go with them, so I've gone Port Adelaide by 11 points.
Fair enough, mate.
And next we got the Western Bulldogs and Geelong at Etihad Stadium, a really big 50-50 clash here, matey. The Doggies got the job done against Port Adelaide and been in scintillating form, Synergy's defence, and Geelong getting back on top over the last 2 weeks. Can't remember if I looked at all Scotty's presser actually now I think about it, but yeah, very tough. How do you see it?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Cats camp. I mean, you can see more of an explanation in our review, but yeah, subject to change this one. I just feel if our best footy is there, then we will get the win, but it's tough to say. The Dogs are such a quality side, so genuine 50-50, and it's only Monday, so yeah, it might change throughout the week. We'll just see.
Sounds good, mate. Off to one of the Dogs by 10 points. I think they'll just be a bit more of a consistent, well-rounded team than perhaps we have shown, and we've been inconsistent at times. They haven't really been inconsistent. Very stingy in defence. We're not a great kicking side. Inside 50, we won't get many chances, as I mentioned. Yeah, and if I look at the fixture, if there's a game we're going to lose, it'll be this one. So I'll tip the Dogs.
Fair enough.
Sydney and Melbourne at the SCG, and Sydney got a bit of a lesson by the Giants, but it's nearly impossible to win up there. And Melbourne got the Pies today.
Yeah, so tough to get a real read on the D's, isn't it? But I think either way, if you're tipping the Swans here, I've tipped them by 32 points. I expect the D's, they're a side on the rise, and today's game should be a good one. But I think, Sydney you got to go with.
Sounds good, matey. I've gone Sydney by 44. Probably won't be a thrashing, but I reckon Melbourne will certainly get a little bit of a lesson up at the Sydney ground. So
Yeah.
no, they're a very quality outfit. The Swans they bat deep in most areas, probably except for that key defensive posts, but that hasn't really been an issue so far this year, has it? So
No, it has not.
they've been fine. They've been really good, and they're a very strong side. Should get the job done. Essendon and GWS to round out the split round, bye round, whatever you want to call it, at Etihad Stadium. And the Bombers, what happened to the Bombers, mate? I'm trying to think of what.
He got smashed by Hawthorn.
Oh, that's right,
As you
the
recall,
Friday night game. How can we forget that?
Yeah.
Good times. And GWS got Sydney very nicely at home. So how do we see this one panning out, mate?
Yeah, look, I've tipped the Giants by 60 points, but I almost feel like it could be more. I just feel, yeah, if the Giants get on top, they're the sort of side that when they're rolling, and if the pressure drops off from the Bombers, it could get ugly.
Into the 100 mark.
You know, a bit like what happened with Hawthorn. You know, the Dons basically threw in the towel at the end there. I mean, you never want to say a side gave up, but they stopped running. Everything went to pieces, and the margin blew out in 25 minutes, big time. And if that happens again, the Giants will do similar.
When the side breaks your heart.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me, mate. I've gone the Giants by 52 points. They don't travel as well as maybe they could. And they're a young side, so that's probably why, but they will have no troubles here. Defeating the Bombers, they'll show a little bit of a response, as you like to mention at times, but as we know, Essendon 12 players out of their best 22, so
Yeah.
as we will probably say every week. So those are our tips for round 13. Hope you enjoyed them, guys. Feel free to comment your tips, like the video, share it around, subscribe for more shiz. Get on it. Thanks for hanging around. We'll see you guys all next time.